So let's talk about Richard B. Spencer, shall we? Because it's just funny seeing that motherfucker get punched in the face. If you don't know who Richard B. Spencer is, you're lucky. But he is the creator of the alt-right movement, which is just basically a rejiggered white supremacist movement. It's basically what it is. It's a rebranded white supremacist movement. And he'll say, up and down that it's not a white supremacist movement, but a lot of the people who are alt-right are also very, 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 very white. I don't think there's many minority people in the fucking alt-right, if they are even part of the alt-right movement. But he was giving an interview for some fucking news source, and the point in which he gets punched is when he's talking about Pepe. He's like, Pepe is a symbol, and he gets punched when he's saying symbol, which is kind of interesting. Mainly because the guy who made Pepe's like, yeah, fuck those guys. It's like, I don't care if he gets fucking punched in the face. Which is kind of, heartening. It's a morale boosting. The guy who created it is like, what the fuck's wrong with you fucking people? They steal my fucking meme. But then people have been remixing it with music and sound effects. I wonder if someone's done a Falcon Punch variant of it, because if not, I fucking would love that. But people have done it with or someone on Twitter asked for people to do it with Click Click Boom or Boom by POD with Richard Spencer getting punched in the face. And one thing I saw was when someone made it with the GameCube startup screen, where it's like the cube unfolding and then it goes for the G part and it's like it makes that sound. Richard Spencer gets punched in the fucking face, which this is glorious as fuck to me. I'd also like to see like a One Punch Man edit of it. That would just be very funny. And I keep saying Michael Spencer, not Richard Spencer, but Richard Spencer, fucking reels off and like skedaddles, he's fucking shocked. But the really funny part about him getting punched in the face is not the edits, not the fact that he got punched, but is the fact that he kind of invited that shit upon himself. Because if you watch the few seconds before he gets punched, he's talking about the protesters, who were in DC. Because I think he was in DC and, or he might have been somewhere else, but it was one of the protests in solidarity with the woman march on DC. And he's like, I go to conventions all the time, and these people just come and they silly string me. It's like, motherfucker, you're inviting someone to punch you in the fucking face, and it happened. You're tempting the fates with that shit. You can't fucking, you can't cry sympathy when it's like, you invited that shit, It's like, it's not blaming the victim. That's Richard fucking Buchan. That's like poetic justice on an epic fucking scale. Because it was caught on camera. It's like, they only usually silly string me. Bam! Fucking punch in the face. It's awesome. And there's right wingers who are like, that's pissing and moaning about the tolerant left doing this shit. And then plenty of people on the left are hand-wringing themselves. They're like, that's not how you should debate people. It's like, they're fucking Nazis. They don't deserve, discussion. And plenty of people have said it's like, you just legitimize their worldview if you debate with them. It's like, just punch them in the fucking face. And people have also brought up the fact that it's American as apple pie to punch motherfuckers in the face who are Nazis. I think Batman did it. Superman did it. Fucking Captain America did it. All the great superheroes did this shit. So it's like, why not do it? Some of the people who fought fucking Nazis punched Nazis in the face. It's like, so why not we do it fucking now? These people who are trying to be cloaked. That's another thing. He's like, I'm not a white supremacist. White supremacists don't fucking like me. I don't necessarily believe that. You're basically espousing the same shit that neo-Nazis spew, but you're trying to make yourself more reputable for whatever fucking reason. That's another thing. He looked like a fucking dickhead. He looked like he wanted to get punched in the face. He had that fucking haircut, like the faux Hitler haircut or the wannabe Hitler haircut. And then he was like wearing a nice suit. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You're just asking to get your ass kicked at that fucking point. Like, you just put a fucking bullseye on the side of your face. It's just like, here, punch here. It's fucking. I literally could watch that shit on loop. Just Richard B. Spencer getting punched in the fucking face. And chances are I will. I actually have a YouTube search right now with Richard Spencer punch. And some of them are like him bitching about it, I think. Like him getting interviewed. I was like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, fuck off. And Spencer seems to be a name. Because there's Robert Spencer, who's behind Jihad Watch. And then there's Richard Spencer. It's like, what the fuck's it with like... People with the last name Spencer are fucking dickheads. And people with the last name Duke are dickheads. Because there's Selwyn Duke and there's David Duke. I'd argue that David Duke is more well known than Selwyn Duke, but Selwyn Duke's a fucking jackass just like David fucking Duke. Same thing with fucking Richard Spencer and Robert Spencer. They're both fucking dickheads in the right-wing movement. They both have the same fucking politics too. It's like, those fucking dirty Muslims. Blah, 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 blah. Fucking does my fucking head in. It must be like a lineage thing. Maybe it's like a title that gets passed to different generations, like, you know, fucking, like, Black Panther, but like the white supremacist version of that. It's like, it's a thing that gets handed down through the ages. Like, it's like if Red Skull was just a title, not an actual person that was somehow almost immortal. You know, that shit. It'd be like that. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, Tata. Actually, no, before I actually stop. That's another... I just thought of this, because I mentioned Red Skull. Richard B. Spencer looks like the fucker who plays Red Skull. I forgot what the fuck his name is. He played V. And he also has been Red Skull actor. Because I fucking can't believe I can't think of his name. Hugo Weaving. That's his fucking name. Hugo Weaving. Like, he literally has, like, the same kind of fucking... The same kind of haircut that fucker does in that movie. It's like, ridiculous. Anyway,